Shit's G, man. Shit's double. Let me talk to him. They say I'm nonchalant, that's from the shit in my past. I go green like saving planets, still a dump like the trash. When getting off them sandwich baggies, had my trap feeling glad. Remember sitting on the couch and I was down to my ass. Pass got flipped and some got fumbled, had to learn from it all. Down bad like Mac Jones, I had to make me a call. How to get up and go harder, had to learn from a fall. Ain't no one wanna take the shot, I told him pass me the ball. Shorty called him running errands, but you know what that means. I'm probably somewhere in the city about to get me some cheese. The trapping jumping out the gym like John Moran at the knees. We ain't talking water.
Boom.
We go cocoa the keys.
Hey yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Don Talk Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning back in once again. You know, another week, another podcast. Trying to be as consistent as I can be. We are now in the month of March, and for a good part of February, I was able to stay consistent, and I like that. So, you know, I'm just trying to focus on being consistent and trying to, you know, push myself. I will say that I am recording this late in the week. It's Wednesday, and this comes out on Friday. So when I record this, after I'm done, I'm probably not going to edit it until tomorrow. But, you know, all that matters is that it's getting done, right? So, yes. Again, thank you guys for tuning back in. I really appreciate it, all the support. I feel like the podcast is doing better, you know, because I have put the time in to kind of learn some new tips and tricks just for like recording and stuff. So I'm trying to implement that and posting as well. I know that helps, trying to be consistent with that as well. So again, thank you. Today, I'm only going to keep it real short. I kind of just want to give you guys an update on what's been going on. So, for those of you who don't know, my last job, I was a therapeutic mentor, and I was really struggling to kind of, one, get clients because of the company itself. Like, the process was just moving very slow, and I didn't like that because it's hard out here. Like, I gotta eat, bruh. Like, I got bills to pay for. I got stuff to take care of. You know, when I go out, I don't like having to be worrying about, oh, do I have enough? Like, checking my account. No, I've never been like that, and I don't like being like that. I don't want to start now, right? I already started, but, you know, I don't want to continue down that path. So, yes, over the past month, I've been trying to get a new job, and I applied to, you know, some schools in Arlington. For those of you who don't know, it's probably 30-ish minutes away from my house on a good day. On a bad day, it's an hour, and it takes me an hour to get home now, and I don't like that. But it is a new environment. It is an elementary school, and I will say that I love it very much. I won't say love, but it's grown on me. Like, I enjoy kind of learning from the staff, just kind of tips on the best ways to communicate with the kids that we service. And also just kind of learning the kids and, you know, learning how they are, learning their habits so that I'm more comfortable with them and, you know, I can navigate if I have a situation with them. I know one of them already has kind of he's been not standoffish, but like he's resistant to me. But again, today was my 5th day, you know, and I met him Friday. I met him last Friday, and then I didn't see him Monday. He wasn't out. Today was his birthday, so he was out. So I've only seen him 2 days. And I've been here for 5. So we don't really know each other for us to, you know, for that relationship to be there. And it's hard for kids or some kids to, you know, open up right away, which I understand because it's basically like my supervisor. She's been there for years. So she's had all the kids. She's worked with all of them, so she knows them. And she basically knows their triggers, all that stuff, how to get them to calm down. Her de-escalation tactics are phenomenal. So I do want to shout her out. But back to the matter at hand. I want to tell you guys that, yes, I have a new job. And it's just, I'm just glad that I was able to kind of get out of the environment I was in, because I'm so used to things kind of being like, at my last job, it was becoming stressful, right? And I hate the fact that I had to say bye to all my kids. It was really 3 of them I was seeing. 2 of them were in their, like, they were teenagers. So I know they kind of took it a little hard. One of them is 8. And I'm still in contact with his mom. His mom was like, we can, like, I'll send you his schedule for, like, events and stuff. I told her I wanted to be involved in his life. So, she was thankful for that. So, yeah, but it hurt. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I gotta put me first. I have to. I can't. It didn't feel right to stay there and help the kids, like, if I wasn't happy. So that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in a position to where I can remove myself from the negative environment, not the kids, but just the environment, the agency that's bigger than them. I had to remove myself from that, and my goal is still the same of, wanting to create some sort of program with kids of color who, is something, I don't know, like, I'm still working out everything, but I do definitely have to write some stuff down just to kind of brainstorm and see how I can begin that process or whatever. So, but I do like what I'm doing now in terms of just getting all the skills, learning the knowledge, right? So the children I work with are special ed. So I'm learning, how to deal with, how to converse and navigate situations with them, so I'm just learning a lot. And I feel over the past, 3 years now? Well, it'll be 3 years in August, I guess. But yeah, like, over the past few years, like, that's what I've been doing, just kind of getting those skills and learning how to de-escalate, how to talk with kids, and, so I'm also learning how to focus more on the educational aspect, because this is a school now, as opposed to where I was before, which was an after school. So that was more activity based, and I could be a lot more fun there. Here it is more like, I still do have to bring some of the fun, but it is more focused on the education. So that is definitely a switch. But yeah, it's nice. It's a good break. It's far from home. Not far, but it's a good drive from home, and getting stuck in the traffic. Like I talked about in the episode, I think the first episode I dropped when I was breaking everything down, just learning how to slow down. Like, that's, I think, what this traffic is doing for me. Like, there are times where I don't want to sit in the traffic and I try to find a way out, but that ends up adding more time. But I just learned that if I sit in the traffic, it's like, slowing me down. I'm winding down for the day, I guess. And then when I come home, I can relax a lot easier. So, yes, that is the biggest update that I wanted to give to you guys. And I think that's all I wanted to do. I do apologize for last week with no video. I got a phone call in the middle of recording. I did record something, but it was only 12 minutes, and there were still 6 minutes unaccounted for. I probably still could have uploaded it, but it didn't feel the same. So I don't know. You live and you learn. So maybe next time I'll upload whatever I have, and then find a way to keep the audio going with a different picture or something, So, yeah, I will figure that out. But, again, I apologize for that. I do want to keep everything moving. So, I'm going to keep talking or keep doing podcasts. Sorry, like keep doing episodes, trying to, pump them out. And I definitely want to revisit some of the topics I've already spoken on, just because, there's always more that can be spoken about. And I definitely want to have some more guests. So if you're looking for someone who has a talent and you think it should be showcased, message me, reach out to me, get in contact with me, and we can talk about it. I also want to throw out there that I feel like I'm ready for a co-host at this point of the podcast, just because I know it is tiring maybe to only hear my voice, but I know to everyone, my voice is amazing, and they only watch the podcast just to see me, just to hear my voice, but on a serious note, like I think I am ready for a co-host for the podcast. And it's fun to do the whole pop culture thing, but at the same time, I don't like to talk about celebrities and stuff. I like to talk about real life situations that I go through, that people I know go through. So anybody who's open to co-hosting this podcast with me, reach out to me. We can chop it up. But I definitely want to expand a little bit, and I feel like the best way to do that is with a co-host, preferably in person, so that it's a lot easier. I like in-person conversations, and again, like I'm in my home, and whoever I open up the space to, that will mean a lot, because I don't want anybody in my home, for real. So yes, I want to say that as well. But yeah, I think that's all I have. I am kind of like, I'll explain this. So the reason I'm recording late is because my mom and my sister were just here, and my mom was staying up here in this room. So I recorded, before she came, I recorded the last 2 episodes of the podcast, and then did that prior to her coming. And I'm doing this one late now because they left this morning. So here I am. I was like, I need to get in the studio and get this episode done so that I can get it out. And I'm working on creating a schedule. Like I have to do everything between the hours of 4:15 when I get home and 9 o'clock when I go to bed, because now I have to be up at 5:30 a.m. to get to this place for 7:30. So I get up at 5:30. I try to leave my house by 6:30. The past few days I kind of been pushing it and leaving at like 6:35, 6:40, but I still get there on time, or earlier than 7:30, I'll say. So that's still a win. But yes, it is harder to have that schedule now, or have that freedom, since I'm busy from basically 5 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. to, I want to say, roughly 4:30 when I get home. And then, I kind of have the time to have to pack my lunch, I have to shower, relax, and do whatever I need to do. Now, like I said, I'm probably not going to edit this today. I'll edit it tomorrow and then have it all set, ready to go for Friday morning, so that it's, and then like after this week, I'll be able to get the schedule rolling, so I won't have to wait this late in the week to do everything, unless I procrastinate, which I'm the master of, but won't do during the week. So I say all that to say, thank you guys again for tuning in to another episode of Don Talk Podcast. I hope you enjoyed that little update that I gave y'all, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. So there's only one thing left to say. Let's get it!
I just work for what I don't have, don't be thinking I should. If a nigga feeling froggy, I be wishing he would. I was down like James Brown, cause now I'm feeling so good. I be chilling, stacking up, I think I need me a trip. I've been eating every verse, I think I need me a chip. If the cheese is looking blue, I might go take me a dip. If it's dark and it's through, say I might go